Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. If you missed my last video and you have a small account, you want to know my personal opinion, which you might already know. But if you want to know for sure my personal opinion when it comes to my favorite stock for a smaller account, if you want to dabble with selling options, go check out that video. If you like this kind of content, I've been documenting me trying to sell some options for like 6 months now and just being fully transparent about it. When I do something stupid, I share that with you, and hopefully you can gain some insight from it. And when I do something that I think is pretty cool, I'll also share that with you too. And if you want some supplemental information, I tried to make an affordable course where I put everything I know when it comes to selling options into this course. It's for beginners. If you want to go over what selling a put is and what selling a call is and all of that good stuff, go check it out. It's in the description below. I really do appreciate it for those of you that have bought it. It means the world to me that you would spend your money on something that I create, so it's truly appreciated. If we head over to my spreadsheet that I use just to keep track of all of the options I sell and hold myself accountable and see if I'm actually making money, we'll see that so far this month, $479 is what I made in premium from selling various covered calls and cash secured puts. And I know this is a really good number so far this month because we're only May 5th, but I'm getting the feeling that this might end up being overall a slower month. And the reason I'm saying that is I'm getting close to having all of my shares as collateral right now. And some of these covered calls that I've been selling are going to need to be rolled again. So because of that, I am not going to make as much money in premium from selling covered calls as I would a fresh new covered call. However, we had some Robinhood dipping today, 2.26% end of the day. So my covered calls like this $49 one has gone down $45. So we love to see it. We love to see covered calls that you sell depreciate in price because ultimately you just want them to expire worthless and you continue on with the next covered call to sell. And I have a couple more covered calls that have lost value. So you do love to see it. But I've been selling more and more SOFI calls. So far, this 1350 that is expiring this Friday, I have sold 10 of these, and the average credit has been 16. So I've made $160 so far selling this one particular call option. And it's already gone down in value, so if I were to buy to close today, I'd be walking home with a total profit of $36. And aside from that, I've also started selling calls looking into next week. That's something I like to do, by the way, from time to time, is if I don't think the premiums from one strike price to the next up are that good. And by that, I mean, if we go back and look at all of the options for this week, if I were to sell a call, the 1350 is nice, but I think it's a little too close to being in the money. So maybe I'll look at the $14 for Friday. Well, that one you only get $4 in premium, which I don't think is enough for me to sell a call on. So what I'll do is I'll end up looking into the next week, and I ended up selling 6 at this $14 strike price. Right now I can get $15 a piece selling these options with an 83% chance of this just expiring completely worthless. So it's been a mix. It's been a mix between selling some that will expire this Friday at $13.50 and then selling some that will expire next Friday at $14. And then keep in mind, the difference there also is not just the difference of premium, but if these were to get assigned come expiration, that's a $50 difference per contract that I'd be getting in capital appreciation or capital gains, which ultimately I don't want. I would end up rolling it. But if that were to come, that would be the case. I'd make $50 more per contract if these were to get exercised. I ended up looking at Palantir because I remembered that they were announcing their earnings today. It looks a little bit down, but you never know. Come tomorrow, for those of you invested, I didn't look at any of the earnings stuff, so I'm just kind of basing it off price alone, which isn't great. But you never know come tomorrow morning what's really going to happen, so I'll keep an eye on that too. I'm just curious. It's not something I want to get into. This might trigger people, but I think Palantir is pretty overpriced as it stands, and I don't want you to take that as I don't still appreciate people making money off it, because if you're making money off it, that's great. It's just not something I'd like to get into, even though I know it's like a super hot stock for like YouTubers to talk about right now. It's just not one that I'm particularly in. But anyway, thank you so much for watching yet again. I really do appreciate it. If you want to go check out the course, help with the channel, it's linked down below if you want to go look at it. And I hope to see you in a future video.